Thanks again, everybody, for showing up tonight despite the incredible cold outside. It's definitely heartwarming to see so many people in this room interested to hear about police violence and impunity, which is the theme of the forum and the theme of the panel tonight. No justice, no peace, why people leave the police. I'd like to start by acknowledging the fact that we are gathering today on occupied Indigenous land. I think it's important as we sit here today and gather and talk about issues of police violence, of repression, of poverty, of racism, and all the interconnections between all these things, that we remind ourselves that we are gathering on stolen Indigenous land and we ground ourselves in this fundamental principle. We just wanted to provide a little bit of background for people who are here tonight. You may not know this, but we're very, very happy and excited that this event is actually happening right here in the Parkex Community Center. Very excited and happy because the Parkex Community Center is in Parkex, a neighborhood that is quite symbolic when we talk about police violence, when we talk about police repression, when we talk about racial profiling, when we talk about youth being harassed and arrested on the streets. Park Extension is a neighborhood where that reality is a daily reality for folks in the neighborhood. So we felt it was really important to hold our event in a neighborhood that was obviously living that reality on a daily basis. So it's very important and very symbolic for us to be here. But we're really excited because we almost were not able to do that. After having secured a contract with the community center here, some pressures came from, you can imagine where, although we'll never really know where they came from, to the center to try to prevent the center from having the event here and not welcome this forum in the center. We fought back and we got the center back, and we're really, really happy that we're able to have a forum on issues of police violence and issues of police impunity right here in the Parkex Community Center today. So it's a victory already that we're able to gather in this room and have this conversation tonight. So we just wanted to highlight that.
So continuing on that, just to provide a bit of a context of the forum, I mean, Nazila touched on several of the points, but basically the forum is organized by a group of grassroots Montreal-based organizers and activists who have been engaged in struggles against police violence and other forms and other movements of social justice for a long time. The idea basically being, especially after the killing of Freddy Villanueva, there's been a groundswell of movement and public realization that there are clearly extremely problematic issues within the police force in terms of questions of violence against youth, against racialized people, and the questions of impunity that come with that, not only at the level of the police force, but also at the level of government, the government level as well, whether it's municipal, provincial. And so that's one of the reasons we wanted to have this kind of forum, is really to be able to bring together people both who organize around police violence as well as folks who have dealt directly with that experience, to be able to share our experiences and then ultimately to come out of here with a way of, or with essentially strategies, and continue to build on our campaigns to make our various campaigns stronger. And so that's why I just want to re-emphasize the importance of everyone contributing to that. There will be a strategizing session on Sunday evening that starts at 4:30 and ends at 6 p.m. And there's also a session that's going to happen prior to that is very much based around strategizing, because it'll be given by two women from New York who were involved with a group called Sista de Sista, who basically tried to set up systems and infrastructure in their own communities over there to be able to deal with violence within their communities without resorting to the police. So I think that's really important. And throughout the weekend, we have various ways of people to be able to contribute their ideas and their feedback in terms of strategies. to share, including we're going to set up basically a brainstorming wall that people can feel free to add to throughout the weekend that we're going to be looking at prior to the session on Sunday. As well, there will be a suggestion box on the welcome table. And the other thing is that throughout the weekend there may be some people who will actually be doing sort of a speaker's corner, so they may come up to you and ask, what do you think about the police? What do you think are strategies that we should think about to deal with police violence? So you're obviously free to not participate in that, but that it will be hopefully open for you to do so if you wish.